Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel, and I'm your host for LT Productions. And you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering The Real Housewives of Miami, Season 6. I think this is episode 10, possibly 11. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be long. There's some things I want to touch on. There was a major shift in tonight's episode, and I think we need to talk about it. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video. Also share the video. You can also subscribe and leave your comments below. All right. So of course they did their interludes, but I'm not going to talk about that. We're going to go straight forward to Alexia, Peter, and Frankie. They go to a furniture store because Peter has moved, and I think he bought a house. And I guess the furniture shop that he's going to is not that far away. They're going to get dimensions of everything, and then they'll be able to put whatever furniture that he wants in the place. Alexia speaks about her and Todd. They have to move from their apartment. From what Alexia is saying is that the owner wants to sell the property. Has sold the property, but not giving them much time to move. They thought maybe they could get like a 3-month extension or something because they had been leasing it for only a certain amount of time, but they're only giving them about 15 days or so. The only thing I think that she kind of just has a problem with moving is they're trying to figure out if they want a house or an apartment. For Frankie, it would be better if it was an apartment. At least Frankie had somebody to talk to if Alexia had to go someplace. But I mean, as of right now, I mean, Frankie's supposed to be doing all this independent stuff, right? So I don't know. I don't know if there's some type of, I don't want to say it like this, but some type of adult daycare, like for someone in Frankie's condition. I don't know. But anyways, so I heard her say 15 days. So I don't know what's going to happen. Anyways, we move on to Julia and Adriana. They go to Julia's farm. She has upgraded it in some capacity. We see the difference. She says even with upgrading, this turned from a hobby into actual business, but it's also expensive. She's got all these different type of animals, but now she knows she has to sell a couple of animals so that she could keep the farm and make some money. She does say that she has financed it on her own. Martina is not helping her with it. She brings along Julia. After they end up leaving and they're driving, and Julia brings up, what did you think about the dinner the other night in Palm Beach? And Adriana feels like everyone was ganging up on Lisa. I wouldn't call it a gang up. Like, why? It's their friends. One, it wasn't a gang up. That is a reality TV word. I'll be talking about that in my Beverly Hills video also. Like, no, let's stop that. I don't think it went the way that they wanted it to go because Lisa wasn't receptive. Could I say that they came at her or just had a bunch of stuff to say? Yeah, but it still wasn't a gang up. And Lisa's not ready to accept her reality. Not for real. Her current reality. And then Adriana somehow gets upon Alexia because how she curtailed into that. She was saying, how Alexia was talking about how her own experience when she left Herman was leaving Herman and it didn't work out. Then she starts talking about she heard through a little birdie that Todd is having financial problems and they have to move out of their place. They have to break their lease because they can't afford it anymore. And Julie's like, well, where did you hear this from? And then Adriana was saying, I need you to promise that you would not say anything. And she said, no. She heard it from Anna. I forgot how to say her last name, but she was on previous seasons before the reboot. They were friends with Alexia and Marisol, but they fell out. Recently, as of last year, she was doing all these interviews saying really bad things about Marisol. And I remember some of them. They were not really well. I feel like Anna is trying to get on the show. She sees that the show is doing well and saying, okay, well, let me get back on this ride. So she's been doing these interviews being very provocative with her words. So Adriana has not spoken to Anna in years because they fell out, and then boom, all of a sudden the stuff that happened last season made Anna start calling her. They're not saying that, but that's basically it. So Anna told her all this mess, da 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 da. Julia's trying to not get involved. She's becoming friends with Alexia, and she doesn't want all this stuff coming between them. So don't really tell me about finances, things of that nature. Even though, I mean, Adriana did say it without really asking her, "Can I tell you this?" So Adriana is with the ish, and she does not want to move on. She's been saying this all season, basically with her words and with her actions. She does not want to move on. And right now, at this point, I want some different beefs because y'all arguing about nothing. And basically, Adriana still wants to be a part of the team instead of stepping into who she is. She don't have a mojito for a reason because she acts like this, desperately clawing her way to be near Regina George and the other girl, the brown hair girl. I forgot, that's so fetch girl, like Gretchen. That's her name. All right, so we move on to Nicole and her mother. What Nicole is planning is a mamacita celebration, basically a Mother's Day. I don't know if it's dinner or whatever, but to get a get together, and it's kind of just for Lisa because how the dinner didn't really go over well in Palm Beach with Lisa, kind of a makeup thing, and it's actually past Mother's Day. Um, then they get on Nicole's father and all these children. She says that I guess through therapy, I don't know where his mind is. Da 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 da. I haven't spoken to him since then. I would have reacted differently, and I would have just told him to f off and left and wouldn't speak to him again. So she says she thinks that therapy works. Whatever he's going to do, he's going to do. I mean, that's basically it. I wouldn't bring another child into this world, especially at the age that he is. And we just got to call a thing a thing, you know? Um, we move on to Lisa and Jody, and this is where I got really pissed off at her. She went back and told Jody everything that the ladies were saying. So now he's trying to figure out, well, why are they questioning about my finances and all this good stuff? It's like, Lisa, I know you are dependent on everyone. You got to not do this. One, the ladies weren't attacking him. They were trying to wake you up. Like, look at reality for real. You're too busy trying to dump all of your trauma onto this new man that's trying to have a relationship with you. And he's going to get tired of it. And then he's paying some of your bills. How do you know that this is going to last? He's got other things going on. You really want to depend on another man to pay your bills? Because you see how you got to keep begging your husband, put some money on Instacart, put this here, Zelle me stuff. What the crap? I don't like that. I don't like that she did that. That is so crazy. It was for you. So now he might come around the group looking funny because of you and your big mouth and reckless mouth. And then during that conversation, it kind of turned and Jody was like, can you sometimes check on me? At this point, this was an epiphany. Oh, I guess I could be checking on him. I guess I've been so self-absorbed, even though the ladies were trying to tell you that. I'm kind of, how can I say this? I'm glad this is happening to her, kind of, just to kind of see who Lisa really is. And how a viewer has viewed her as being this queen, this mother, because of the lifestyle she was living. And now we're really able to peel back the layers and see, Lisa, you are very shallow and self-absorbed. Gertie. Gertie and Russell takes the family out to bowling. They do their thing. Gertie basically just talks to them about cancer. She says that, I know your father was able to talk to you. I wasn't able to say anything to you because I was still trying to, excuse me, trying to accept the whole thing about me even having cancer. So she just talks about, they're going to do this surgery and then they'll determine what's going to happen next. So I'm just like you in this whole situation. We're just trying to figure things out and going through the proper steps, but I'm here. I love you. And we're going to stay strong and stay a family. Miles, who's the older one, you can tell he's not taking it well, but he's not responding at all. So she holds his hand and says, we're going to get through this, da 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 da. And the boys go play. And they have a little chat, her and Russell. And she just asks, how did she do? He says, you did fine, and we're just going to get through it, blah, 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 blah. Lisa and Larsa, they meet up to eat. They talk a little bit about what Lisa shared with Jody, even about the in-laws and stuff. And finally, she asked Larsa how is she doing and how did she actually handle her in-laws when she got divorced. And she says that she was really close to Scotty's sister. I guess at some point she was living with them. When they got a divorce, the whole family cut off all communication with her. And she at least thought that they would be close enough to speak on holidays and birthdays and things of that nature. But no, she did cry, or what some people on the internet, the lack of thereof. Y'all can determine that on your own. I guess she just didn't want that makeup to fall or whatever. Obviously, something I don't think that she would try to. I don't see. Larsa just don't try to be emotional. So take it for what it is, I think. But I guess in this moment, she's like, with Lisa, I never really asked you that before. And I guess I should have asked you that. And I think she apologized or whatever. Then she says that Jody told her about communicating with her. So now she makes reminders to contact Jody. She calls him and says, hey, I had a reminder to check in with you. That is so weird. You have to set a reminder to tell someone that I'm thinking about you. But then you go and tell him that this is what you had to do. Lisa, I don't know about you. If I was Jody, I would have dropped you. We can be friends, but me being invested into you as boyfriend and girlfriend, no. And then me trying to develop feelings for you, oh, no, you won't get me trapped up in that. Okay, so Nicole's celebration starts. Everybody's there, and they see this placemat. Alexa sees a placemat for Anna. And they said, who's Anna? And Nicole says, Anna C, whatever her last name is. And we get a flashback that Nicole does know her and actually contacted her right before the last reunion, but they've known each other for some years, and they casually are friends or whatever. Adriana asked Nicole, could she bring Anna? And she said, sure. Everybody is welcome to bring a +1. So at this point, Marisol said, nope, I'm not doing it. We're not, no. There's nothing I want to know about this woman. She could go, blah, 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 blah. And Nicole's like, what's going on? What's the big issue? And Alexa's like, you're a smart lady. You know that there's something going on, blah, 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 blah. Nicole's saying that she knows that there was something that's happened in the past, but she doesn't know. You haven't even told me what has happened or transpired. On Nicole's end, I probably would have said something to them. It's not really, how can I say this? It's not established how much Nicole is in this and if Nicole is trying to be messy. Of course, a bunch of y'all are going to defend Nicole, and a lot of y'all like it because it's got Alexia and Marisol frazzled, but it looks like Nicole was messy because still, you knew that they had something going on. Not saying that you heard all of the media bites, but you know something, that they weren't even in the best position. You could have said, is everything cool with y'all? Because Adriana is bringing Anna. And Alexia said, this is a setup, and I expect more from you, blah, 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 blah. They get to arguing all that, and Marisol and Alexa, they leave out. So what do you guys think? You think Nicole is being messy? I don't know. This could be her get back, even though she said that she wasn't going to get back. What do you guys think? Please let me know. But that's all I do have. I wanted to wish you a happy new year as we are crossing over come this Monday. I appreciate everyone for starting over with me. It hasn't been easy, but I'm grateful for you coming to my channel. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for everyone that leaves a comment. Thank you for every like. It is appreciated. And we are soaring further in 2024. Just stay with me. Again, if you are not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. And until next year and the next video, peace.